guys, it's your girl Koji here. Welcome to my very first video. I'm so happy you're here. Allow me to introduce myself. So, I'm Koji, a traditional artist, and I'm so excited to show you my art and to give you tips on how you can improve your own art. So, with that, let's get into the video. You always need to start off a drawing with an anatomy. You can simply start with an eye or a hand and just work with it. You could work off of these certain body parts that you draw. I'd say the only time that I use an anatomy is if I'm uncertain about a pose. If you're a bit confused, then it would make sense to draw down an anatomy so that you can get the proportions right of everything. Proportions is really a big main deal with, especially for drawing. Whether you do digital art or painting or even if you crochet, you want to make sure that everything's in the right place, like everything's the right length. You can exaggerate things if you want to. Say, if you want a character with really long arms with giant hands, you could do that. It's all just made to interpret your own style, how you want to draw things. If you like drawing characters with long legs, you could draw characters with long. Thing unusual, you can do that, and that will be so unique to you. And everyone loves that. If you have something unique to you, then other people appreciate it, like having a certain style or having a certain way you like to do small, even if it's small things. That would still be a part of it. You'd still have that authenticity by yourself. It would be from you because you recognize this certain thing that this person always does. So that then makes your art recognizable. So when you get the anatomy of something, you don't always need a straightforward, simple anatomy just to start the drawing. It might help if you draw an anatomy and then draw the clothes on top of it. That way you'll be able to get the feel for it a bit more. If you have an idea in your head but you don't have a pose that you're thinking of, like your brain's a little blank, you can just draw down a simple anatomy, do whatever you really want with it so that you could quickly get that idea down. Right? That's pretty how I only use anatomy. That's just a tip I want to share with you on what you don't really have to always have an anatomy. And you might not even be that good at anatomy. That's fine. Because maybe if you're not good at anatomy, maybe you're good at something else to do drawing. Say if you saw famous cartoons, all of it is completely different. It's not like the standard anatomy that you would see. Otherwise, all the characters must look the same but with different clothes. If you manage to develop your own way you like to do things, say if you're watching a video tutorial on how to do anatomy, but then when you press it and it's how to do realistic anatomy, and you try it and you're not that good at it, and you keep on trying and then you feel like you don't really like this style that much, then try to explore different things that could help contribute to what you are starting to like. Say if you watch a lot of cartoon anatomy tutorials, or how I draw cartoon hands and stuff like that, then it shows kind of what you're interested in. Let yourself gravitate to what you like more, because that way, that will help you with your own art style. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like that's basically the foundations. You don't need to have a perfect anatomy. So you could really just do anything you want with art, like anything you want. There's no limits to it. It's not anything. So you could literally do whatever you want and it will just still be that authentic you. You're portraying what you like through your art. You're portraying what you love through your art, what your passion is, what your hobbies are maybe. Think of a character, sketch it down, and then draw it doing something you love to do. Now when you draw it doing something you love to do, you can then look at your character and see, does this really represent what I like? I recommend, if you're trying to look for a style that represents you, draw a character based off yourself. Because that's the best way that you can draw your own style, is if you draw yourself doing something you love. Because when you draw yourself, you will draw it in a way that you want to be seen. Once you draw it in a way that you want to be seen, you want to be portrayed, and how you want everything to look, that's really when you have now found your style. Because now when you draw other things, you can then put that same style into other things because you know what you like now. I'd say the best way to think of it is as yourself, because that's the only way that you could truly get a style that you like, if you draw something that would make you happy. Because if you're just like, oh, I really want to draw, and then you're following all these tutorials and you're basically trying to get down all this stuff that someone else has taught you in a way that they do it, that might not be the way that you do it. That might not be the way that you really want to do it, but you want to draw so bad sometimes. You do that. You will look at different anatomies and you'll look at different things like that. And then you end up almost drawing exactly like that person. Or you end up having a style you're not happy with, but you're happy that you managed to get it down. It's a good thing that you're happy that you managed to get something down. You're happy you managed to make it look good. But is it really something that represents you? It could be a style that might not even be true style. I feel like tutorials should be seen as more guidelines. Tutorials can feel like this is how you're supposed to do it, and if you don't do it this way, then you're doing it the wrong way. Like, you can draw however you want to. If you look at other people's art, and you try and look at a range of different people's art too. So if you look at people's art and you only see one style, and that's what you're seeing, and then they're saying these are the do's and these are the don'ts. You could be looking at the don'ts like, oh, I actually kind of like that. But then you feel like you can't do that because it's in don'ts. And I feel like you should just feel free. Be free to create whatever you want to create. Be free to do it however you want to do it. That's the best way that you can get your style. I used to always trace things down and hope that one day I'll just absorb the knowledge somehow and I'll be able to get it down and I'll be able to do it perfectly every time. But the truth is, you don't do that. You can't do that. And I had to learn that. And I learned now I have my own style. And I can draw in different styles, but it's still my own. Not all of my pictures are going to look the same. Not all of my art is going to look like the same piece, just printed out maybe in a different pose or in a different outfit. It's still going to be my art because I still added exactly what I like into it. No matter how many styles you have, it's all still going to be connected to you. It's all still what you love. If you do like a style, you can still grab pieces of that style. Don't copy it completely. Say if you like the way someone draws eyes, you could draw eyes that way into how you like it. Then, once you mastered that, those eyes, but in your style, then when you go and transfer that to your style, your whole style together, it's just going to look like a beautiful piece of art because you've grabbed bits that you like and turned it into what you love. And I feel like that's really what puts all that effort into a drawing. That's what puts all that, like, there's happiness into it. Like, drawings could be light, drawings could be dark, it could be horrific, it could be anything. As long as you've put that effort into it, people can appreciate it. And even if you're not drawing for other people to appreciate it, because not everyone is, you're not drawing just so that people can say, oh wow, that looks amazing. Like, just feel good. But, like, you're drawing to make yourself happy. Just think of it like that, because when you make yourself happy with drawing, other people appreciate it too. And if other people don't like it, there's always going to be one person out there who loves it. So roll with it. You can do that. You can do your thing. As long as you're happy, that's really the main thing, is that you're happy doing what you want to do. I really hope you liked the tip and enjoy the rest of the video. Now here's me finishing the rest of the sketch. us any character ideas you have, and I'll select one and I'll be trying it for my next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Bye!